Welcome to a special, very special, double love, triple love, special. Yours truly, lunch with yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon, who died during COVID, although got 3 negative tests. I think I had COVID back in the end of January until February 20th. About February 20th, 2020. Started healing, and with every push-up, every squat, every hawk, every dance move, every poem that I write, lyric that I write, every marching step in this hawk island, I'm taking every breath, every coffee sip that I'm sipping. I'm being reborn as yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon, Androgynous, founder of the dancing goddess, the Dragon Empire. When you can see yours truly, the emblem, flag, and the emblem of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, who are one empire under the sun, under the stars on earth, whose mission, vision, and philosophies are complementary, cooperative, covenant for world peace, international security, global freedom, and universal love by justice. Yours truly, this is going to be a special lunch, listening to some news, meditating, do a little bit of meditation. First and foremost, I want to do a little bit of brief meditation on this food. Is some beautiful strawberries, some peanut butter, and bread. And of course, all these three elements were made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess who dances with her brother the sun to make and create and produce all fruits, vegetables, and legumes by that dance. It's 3:32 now p.m. EST, Hawk Island. Sun's still strong, although dark black clouds now surrounding, and I see the beautiful big trees, taller, strong trees that are but her hairs on the goddess's body. Beautiful, luscious green. Although there is black, stormy clouds, there's a storm warning in Montreal, Hawk Island. Paradoxically, yours truly, Adrian H, died during COVID, being reborn, Adrian Hannah Dragon, founder, Androgynous, Pansexual of the dancing goddess, the Dragon Empire, or one empire under the sun, via the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, pro-love, universal, revolutionary centrist party, universal revolutionary centrist party. Story paradoxically love a very sunny blue sky, white cloud, few cloud, perfect summer day, as much as I love a November storm. So as much as I love a late July, early August summer sunniest day, which is in the month of Leo, do also love and enjoy a good Scorpio November, early November, late October storm. Thunder, lightning. Yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon. Even this black coffee bean was created, made, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, and harvested just like other fruits and legumes like these. The nuts, of course, the peanuts to make the peanut butter, and of course the wheat to make the bread. And the strawberries were harvested by the hands of my fellow brothers and sisters, farmers, whom, of course, myself during this COVID did much reflection, much meditation. Of course, was employed a few times, essential work during COVID, but I realized how effing useless can we be, an essential and a millennial independent artist, athlete, activist, without a farm and the food, to be able to build, maintain, and keep civilization, and myself to do art, to dance, to work out, to train, to exercise, to paint, to write, of course. So to my brothers and sisters, farmers, local, national, international, yours truly, founder the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, one empire under the sun, under the stars on earth, offers you washing of the hands, washing of the feet, massages, and much love and appreciation. But also, besides blah blah blah, to all farmers, local, national, international, massage, foot massages, hand washes, body massages, and big, long, loving heart hugs for world peace. coffee. This black coffee bean was, of course, made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, harvested by my brothers and sisters somewhere in perhaps Central America, South America, Africa, or Asia. Of course, this peanut butter and the same. It's full moon special lunch with yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon. With every food that I'm ingesting, every push-up, every squat. Just finished my 180th session of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System. I'm doing this full moon meditation special. I'm gonna do a dance later and clean a little bit of my room. The sun just burst. All around is black dark gray clouds and sunburst ray. So you see more light coming through the... Wow, that was quite powerful. But anywhere, the sun is always rising, always setting. It's always midday and midnight somewhere in the world. And of course, when somewhere in the world, in the north is summer, in the south is winter. What is the dancing goddess of the Dragon Empire? It is an empire of the people, calling upon all willingly loving to join as allies, as supporters, as citizens, and as armies. For world peace, international justice, global freedom, universal love, and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. An empire, non-sectarian, gotta stress the importance of being non-sectarian in any way, shape, or form. The motto, of course, of the Dancing Goddess Empire is nobody is all. All fruits, vegetables, and legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. And of course, since we need to maintain, upgrade, or build civilization, we need this food. Right? And this food. I'm going to clean my room, do a dance, check and respond to my emails. I need this food. So a simple spiritual philosophy, spiritual teaching, which your student also is a universal spiritual teacher, student, because I'm learning also every day. And the goddess that dances with her brother the sun is, as I'm speaking now, is fruits, vegetables, legumes are going somewhere in the world. The black fertile earth and the water, and we need the rain, of course. Complementary with the sun. There's rays, heat, light, and life. You wouldn't think strawberries is that I'm eating a percentage of concentrated sunlight. What? Lettuce, romaine lettuce, for example, romaine lettuce has, I think, one of the most concentrated sunlight. Romaine lettuce, right? One of the most. if I'm not mistaken. Among more products, green vegetables, romaine lettuce has the most concentrated sunlight. I gotta double check, fact check, but nonetheless, part of this is water, other micronutrients, ingredients, and concentrated sunlight, right? And the strawberry from the black, fertile earth, great mystery of fertility, of creation, which I mystically represent in an artistic, mystical, spiritual way as the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, which has, is, and will continue to dance long after yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon, was gone, and my name, Adrian Hannah Dragon. That's what you need to do. Dance, love, get dirty, but get back clean. Water, soap. Don't stay dirty, don't stay filthy, because there's the disease, germs. So you gotta keep hygienic. And push-ups, and squats, and hawks, and more push-ups, and more push-ups, and more push-ups for the dragon. And if I die of COVID before I get my vaccine, because I got 3 negative tests, but let's say I get it again, maybe. I think I had it end of January 2020 last year, until about February 20th. I was so sick, ill, diseased, Mr. Lynch thought I was gonna die. In many ways I did die. Many ways. Being reborn with every bite of food, every push-up, every squat, every hawk, every marching step, every sun ray, sunlight that I get, every raindrop that falls on me, every breath I take, every second, every dance move, being reborn as yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon. And as I'm being reborn, I founded the dancing goddess and the dragon empire in a paradoxical, providential, parallel way. Since working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will continue to be medicine and therapy for yours truly, as I believe it is for many. Not only working out, training, and exercising, but dancing. Willingly living to make dance the most powerful weapon for world peace, international freedom, global justice, freedom, and universal love on the planet, on planet Earth. There's truly priestess H-A-N-N-A-H, priestess Hannah of the forgotten goddess that has, is, and will get dance with a brother the sun to make, create, and produce all fruits, all vegetables, all legumes, and that the builders of the pyramids ate from that fruits and those strawberries and whatever else they ate, to wheat and bread and honey. Well, since it's full moon, speaking about honey, I'm gonna just take a little bit of honey and put it in my coffee. I'll be back. Just count to 3. $1 kilo, $6.99. And my friend, oftentimes teacher, the one I love and call sister, who, that trinity of sister, friend, and teacher, adds a 4th dimension to, for the moment, being my own one and only financial sponsor. Got me these, one of the best pants I ever had. This I got from the second-hand store. She got me the pants. These pants, army pants. And this I found on the streets. I have roamed many years, struggling, suffering, being depressed, suicidal, lonely. Streets of Montreal, Hawk Island, hard cement blocks for many years, and The libraries of Montreal became my second home, where I made another friendship. Beside my one I love and call sister was a friend and a teacher. Anyways, the only family I got. I mean, I grew up pretty much alone for many years. Like the motto of the Dragon is, since my surname is Dragon, spelled with a Dragan, but the motto of the Dragon is, of course, nobody is born a dragon. You become one through blood, sweat, tears, suffering, learning, push-ups, blood, sweat, tears, literally, squats, hacks, working out, training, and exercising. That is the motto of the Dragon, who's one empire with the dancing goddess. You become one. Nobody is born a dragon, and this philosophy of the Dragon Army and the Dragon Empire, you can be a supporter, an ally, a citizen, support the mission, vision, and philosophy to call for and secure the three elements of civilization for all in a non-sectarian way: food, housing, and transport. Transport, food, and housing. And after we have those three secured, we can encourage people to work out, to train, to volunteer, to exercise, to go do community work, to keep hygienic. And in the public area, public domain of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, local, national, international hygiene to be encouraged and maintained in all the public buildings, public institutions, and dancing in the streets, and working out, training to be encouraged and praised by my brothers and sisters. Anybody willing to become the family of the Dragon or ally, citizen, supporter. You gotta do the general war integrated whole body training system, if you will, to be a soldier, peacekeeper of the Dragon Army. Yours truly becoming Dragon Zero, founder of the Dragon Army. For world peace. Put some honey. This honey is my friend, oftentimes teacher, one I love, called sister. I mean, I'll learn from her that a bee can go to 500,000 flowers, flowers a day or so. It's a big bee, just keeps on going. Look at this honey. Blend of Greek and Bulgarian honey. Although the bees don't have the borders or the nation states as we do, and neither Dancing Goddess or the Dragon Empire, although in Hawk Island, Montreal here, surrounded by a big river, North America, inviting, calling upon all from North America, Central, South America, Europe, NATO, brothers and sisters in Europe, Israel, the Middle East, our African brothers and sisters, and this from the West to the East, to extend the hand of peace. We had a Phoenix People's Party to create a global central bank by what I call my theory of debt refusion, basically taking all, and yes, those flowers that the bees harvested and did the work to harvest the honey were created, made, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother, the sun, from the black fertile earth with the water, the mystery of the fertility of the black fertile earth to make the things grow, right? I'm gonna put a little bit of honey in my bitter coffee. Stir, 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 stir. But like I said, I got 3 negative tests 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and in October 2020. But I think I had COVID end of January until about February 20th. When I started, I was healed. I was so ill, sick, pestilential, pestilence, death, and disease. Disease, pestilence, and death. Pestilence and disease and death were in my body, you know. I thought I was gonna die. In many ways, I did die. Being reborn, yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon. Androgynous, Pansexual, founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon here. Empire, one empire under the sun, for world peace, international justice, global freedom, universal love. All ALL, orders given by yours truly, Dragon Zero, Captain Founder of the Dragon Army, must be obeyed. All those willingly living to become a soldier, peacekeeper of the Dragon Army for world peace, international security, global freedom, and international justice, with attaining harmony between civilization and nature, must be able to do the general war integrated total body training system, which have performed and done my 180th session today, just earlier this morning. Thus I'm got 120 to go. 120 sessions to go. The Dragon Army calling the paradox, of course, the Dragon Army one. If you don't know the story, you will know now. I'm going to introduce a bit generally. Back in October 2019, yours truly, world peace advocate, an independent artist, athlete, and activist, after being in my fitness journey for about 15 months right here in this room, office and temple, which is underground, literally underground. I lost about 55 to 60 pounds up to that moment in time. I'm about 72 pounds down today now. I've experimented with the different workout techniques, of course improvised weights, and I've documented proof. It's online. You see me, or some workouts are 2 hours, 3 hours long with weights improvised, and you see me having no neck. Of course, it was about, when I started, it was 277 pounds or so. So back in October 2019, as a world peace advocate and independent security analyst and thinker, was thinking in my mind, it was, what's going on? We're on a path to World War III. And Donald Trump, although I have nothing against him personally, but opposed his policies, still challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border. I was saying in my mind, setting us on the path to World War III with the US-China trade war, the deterioration of relations with Canada by the arrest of Meng Wanzhou by the RCMP, Canadian Mounted Police, in order to honor an extradition treaty with the United States of America. She was arrested, right, and detained, and consequently China detained 2 Canadian nationals, Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig. So thus I've created a new workout training system, designed, made, and created to go hand in hand with a World War III scenario, which in an eerie, paradoxical, providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crises. So that's when I created the what's called the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, briefly known as the 300, of which I've performed my 180th session earlier today. So 120 to go. I've set up, of course, initially to do 300 sessions. I believe after 300 sessions, one will reach the plateau of potential development in terms of the muscle and the muscles that are potentially developed, and you would have to increase, of course, or just if you want stabilize. But I believe from the first session that you do until the 300, there is growth. For example, today when I did my 180th, I still felt it, still felt the pain, still felt it, and even last week when I did 3 in a row, I still feel it. So I recommend minimum 3, maximum 6. 6 maximum. I did it once or twice 6, and it was very, very sore. This is the General War Integrated Total Body Training System rules and regulations, and they are required for anybody willingly living to be a peacekeeper soldier of the Dragon Army to do. You can be an ally, support the mission, vision, and philosophy of world peace, international justice, global freedom by securing the 3 elements of civilization: food, housing, and transport. But everybody in the Dragon Army to be infused, to be absorbed all existing public and private security forces and armed forces. Of course, when you're living, you're gonna have to be able to do it. In the paradox, providentially, in a parallel way, in October 2019, created this new workout designed to go hand in hand with a World War III scenario, which in an eerie way resembles COVID by about 93 days. Right now, my Trinity on COVID, I've said it, I will say it, and I am saying it today. This is my Trinity on COVID. First and foremost, do not know what caused COVID. Second, I believe it was snakes to human beings. Others believe it was bats or other type of animal. Basically animal transmission. I believe it was snakes. I don't know for sure. So thus third, I cannot rule out another possibility since I don't have 100% proof. I don't know for sure. If in the past 72 hours there has been in the news reports from U.S. intelligence, my brothers and sisters in the U.S., that supposedly there were 3 Chinese nationals, citizens of China, and workers, researchers at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, where some people say it originated in the COVID coronavirus. Now, say that they fell ill in November, right? So by the time it was declared a pandemic in March, it started spreading. Maybe I think I had it because it was like death, pestilence, and disease in my whole body. Recovered, started feeling very sick. End of January 2020 and February 20th, 2020. And so, having recovering, and being reborn also. And the paradox, of course, my World War III scenario predates, which was created to go with the workout, and the workout is designed for such an emergency situation. And since paradoxically, in a providential way, it resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis, have begun July 24th, 2020, to advocate in real life for the creation of what I've envisioned in my scenario, my World War III scenario, the creation of the global security force, the Dragan army, according for in real life to be infused, absorbed, amalgamated from all existing public and private security forces in order to mainly secure the 3 elements of civilization: food, housing, and transport for all. The public-private partnership, of course, to be fused from the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, universal love party, in order to a universal revolutionary centrist, in that universal, worldwide, global, international, not fascist, not communist, but universal revolutionary centrist, and I think concords the philosophy to secure the food, housing, and transport by a public-private partnership, and the creation of the global central bank by what I call debt refusion, refusing all existing public and private debt. My private debt is 10,000, although I paid 156 since I've gotten 358 about 2 weeks ago. Tax return, I paid 156, so it's almost 10,000. Mine's X, X1, X2, so there's hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions of X's of private debt. It's just mine, 10,000, and public debt is the city, the country, Canada, US, Germany, Israel. And there's hundreds, more than 156 countries in debt. So taking all that, they're refusing it and creating the global central bank in parallel, perhaps with other currencies, to issue a universal unit of exchange, but to also finance the 2 institutions of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire: the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, which will have just the first mission to secure those 3 elements of civilization for all: food, housing, and transport for all. And then till we have that secure, we can encourage people to volunteer. I love volunteering, I love community work. Actually, I've just resumed my volunteering activities about 7 weeks ago or so. I'm happy to report I love volunteering in different organizations. I have been, and one of my favorite volunteering is to read children's books to children, especially different types of books. I'm actually in the process of have ideas and to write a few children's books myself. I want Dragon Befriends Lion. I think there's 1 or 2 videos online, which I've posted, of course, and which I love creating. And that is the anthem of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire. There's music. It can be techno, rap, rock music, classic music, beats, just a beat, but there's no lyrics. Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire. The anthem is children laughing, playing, children making noise from age 1 to 11 or like that. That is the anthem. Other countries have lyrics. The People's Empire, the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, one empire, and the sun and the stars on earth, at the Phoenix People's Party. That will be the anthem of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire. Children laughing, playing, dancing, loving. That's it. That's the anthem. No need for lyrics in this one. So, music, instruments, yeah. Piano, guitar, flute, all the musical instruments. But the voice of the children, the laughing children playing, that will be the anthem. The dancing goddess and the dragon emperor. To the paradox, providential in a parallel way of that I began advocating and calling in becoming Dragon's hero, general of the armies of the west of the Dragon army of the Dragon Empire was one with the dancing goddess empire. Is the paradox of COVID manifesting becoming a reality? Whether it started wherever. Like I said, I don't know. I believe it was snakes transmitted to human beings and the world. Third, since I don't know for sure and I don't have all the answers to all the questions, I cannot rule another possibility, another XYZ, whatever it is, an accident in a lab, a experiment gone wrong, a bioweapon. That's my trinity on COVID. The fourth dimension to that trinity is what I do know 100% without any doubt. That in October 2019, created a new workout program called the General War Integrated Whole Body Training System. aka the 300 design made and created to go hand in hand with a World War III scenario that resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis and predates it by about 93 days or so. And since in my scenario was envisioning the creation of a new global force, new army after the World War III or in the midst thereof, for establishing a new world order of peace, justice, freedom, and security. That's what I began advocating for after July 24th, 2020, last year. Paradox. Calling on 1% of willingly living citizens, Canada, US, and to my American brothers and sisters from the USA. Know that I was an American twice in past lives, 156 years ago, a few 100 miles south from here. I've served in the US Army during the Civil War. It's an American twice in past lives. Many incarnations, many past lives. Whether you believe in my spiritual beliefs or not, I can be non-sectarian, agree on the principles, secure food, housing and transport for all via public-private partnership. And once we have those three secured, we can encourage people to exercise, to work out, to train, to keep hygienic, to take care of their minds, bodies and spirits, to learn to do community work, volunteer, or to do the work required necessary to maintain, upgrade, or develop civilization in harmony with nature, which is the mission, vision, and philosophy of the dancing goddess, who's one of the Dragon Empire. Yours truly, priestess Hannah. Dance and organize mass dancing events by creating the International Integrated Dance League, integrating the albeit all gender, all ages, all sexual orientations, inclusive, non-sectarian. These two institutions, complementary, cooperative, covenant institutions, the Dancing Goddess Army and the Dragon Army, and the Dancing Goddess to organize mass dancing events across the world. And yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon, is willingly living to make dance the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace, global security, international freedom, and universal love. Dance. It's the most powerful weapon and the most to be a combat sport. Twerking, twerk it, it's allowed. It is a dance form. All dance forms inclusive. Twerk, twerk, twerk. I'm not a dictator, not a fascist, I'm not a communist. Yours truly being reborn, your brother, your sister, your mother and father, if you will. Your bro, sis, androgynous, pansexual, founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire. Universal, revolutionary centrist, concording the securing for the 21st century, global civilization of the 21st century. Move forward as one human race, humanity under the sun, under the stars on earth. Securing the law, liberty, and freedom, law to Lima. Securing food, housing, and transport for all, and then can encourage people to do what they will, encourage in the public domain of the Dancing Goddess and Dragon Empire to keep the hygienic protocols whenever you go inside a public building. Wash, rub, 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 rub. Where is it? What's my little magic? Rub it. Well, sometimes it's right in front. Hey? Rub, 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 rub. Soap. In the fingers. Make sure. See? Can't play guitar, but I can dance to somebody playing guitar. For a new world order of peace. I struggled, been depressed, was suicidal, 13.3 years of repressed being bisexual, having homoerotic desires. Wanted to love, lust on the same sex, 13.3 years. 13.3, just years ago came out. Only a few years ago I was started joining the Pride Parade in Hawk Island, Montreal. Right. Some people are still in the closet, my LGBTQ community, brothers and sisters. Alright? It's hard to admit things that sometimes we struggle with, right? So struggle, suffering, pain, crossing a great desert. I'm living now in the worst financial crisis of my adult life. And lucky my friend, oftentimes teacher, one I love and call sister, adds a fourth dimension to that trinity, being for the moment my one and only financial sponsor, giving me this room off St. Temple underground. I'm able to reborn, being rebirthed with every step, every squat, every push-up, every hug, every dance, every bite of food, every coffee, drink. Because probably if it wouldn't been for her, who knows, I would have been in jail, dead, a menace to motherfucking society, motherfucker. I come from a hard, tough background. Pretty much from these streets, these hoods, although at heart I'm a nerd. I diverged when I was 11, 12, 13. The path of being a nerd perhaps would have been a great scientist, great innovator, great person of technology, tech, innovation and science, science, innovation and technology would have been my path. But of course, then different, diverging, different paths, if you will, different paths. Here I am today. Tomorrow's a mystery. Yesterday, well, some things I'd rather forget, but if I done any harm or anybody claims I've done any harm in whatever way I do, I did make mistakes. I make mistakes on the daily. I probably hurt people knowingly or unknowingly, or by words or actions. Please forgive me. Sometimes I don't know better. I'm a fool. Sometimes I lust, I love, I have vices. I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be either. I don't put pause my videos to edit what I'm gonna say next. I got love in my heart. I gotta deal with anger. I still deal with some moodiness. I'm a moody Scorpio. Perhaps it would be my 9 to 5 would have been perhaps sex work, if not dancing and working out and training, but it should be legalized, as I believe legalizing drugs, at least not the dangerous ones, but the cocaine, ecstasy, speed, and sex work should be legal locally, nationally, internationally. The dancing goddess and the dragon empire, these will be legal. Then switch on the war on drugs and the war on poverty and other issues. Fight terrorism and fight the enemies of the empire. I can be an ally, citizen, subject. You can do the 300, officially titled General War Integrated All Body Training System, and part of the Dragon Army and the International Integrated Dance League. Anybody can dance. It's non-sectarian and it's non-competitive. It's not that it's competitive, it's cooperative, right? Both institutions are cooperative. So we can compete in a way that's cooperative, mutually beneficial competition, right? To uplift, the strong to uplift, that are one who are willing. Look, I admire Bill Gates, admire Elon Musk, admire Mark Zuckerberg, man of technology, science, innovation. For a cup of coffee, love to just listen to them, listen to them, learn from them. Yes, people are slandering, also. What do we know? We know nothing. I mean, to make accusations, this and that, X, Y, Z. Want to punish me, Adrian H. Dragon? You know me from the past. Maybe, I don't know. Didn't have many friends in the past years. My friend oftentimes teacher one I love and call sister. Not another friend. If you want to be my friend, my ally, my supporter, just state so. If you love me, I love you sevenfold back. Alright? Some more coffee. And some honey. Sweeten up the bitterness. 1 kilo, $6.99. Not bad. Stir, 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 stir. Severe thunderstorm watch. Paradoxically love a perfect summer day, sunny summer day of late July, early August as much as I love a stormy, dark, black cloud weather day of early November, late October. Yours truly. And this is important and it's going to be online, although she's going to remain anonymous for the time being. My sister of my love, my only family basically. Was a friend, was a teacher, and fourth dimension, friend, teacher, sister, only financial sponsor at the moment. And great artist too. She doesn't know it, but she draws well and paints well. She'll be the first that I would commission. And if I get any commissions, I'm still waiting for that first donation via PayPal, that first commission. But nonetheless, want her to be the first commanding general queen of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, the Phoenix People's Party. Commander, chief general commander after yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon. And in parallel, cooperative, complementary. It doesn't have to be that hierarchical, of course, although we have to have leadership. As all orders given by yours truly, Dragon Zero, must be obeyed by the Dragon Army. The orders will be only given to secure food, housing, and transport, and for the well-being in mind, body, and spirit of my fellow brothers and sisters. Whether dragons who are able to do the general war integrated whole body training system, or allies, citizens, and subjects. Because then we can encourage people and support them in whatever way we can. To work out, to train, to exercise, and to love in the public domain of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, and to dance. I want to see you dancing in the streets, the public and the Dragon Empire, and working out, training, exercising, massages. You got lotion, I'll massage. You got wine, I'll serve. Got food, we'll cook. Got music, we'll dance. Like I said, on COVID, I don't know for sure. Believe it was snakes. Cannot rule out another possibility, but what I do know 100% is that before COVID, 93 days before COVID, created this new workout training program called, which I did a 180th session today, May 26, 2020. General War Integrated Total Body Training System. I've created it after having experimented with different workout techniques and being a world peace advocate right here in this room, Austin Temple. Created, designed it to go hand in hand with that scenario, which in an eerie, providential, paradoxical way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crises now. And since in this scenario I was envisioning the creation of that new institution, that's why I began advocating for in July 24th, 2020, the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force. 1% of willingly living citizens, local, national, international, Canada, US, Mexico, allies, Central, South America, Europe, Israel, Middle East, Africa, and then extending the hand of peace from the east to the west. To create this new institution which will secure food, housing, and transport, the three elements of civilization, and maintaining the public domains of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, the hygienic protocols, encouragement of people to work out, train, exercise, and have the free love spaces to dance, exercise, and make love, man. Make love, you know. In parallel, cooperative, complementary, corresponding institution to the Dragon Army, that is, officially titled the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, to be the International Integrated Dance League Integrated, and will be an all gender, age, sexual orientation inclusive and cooperative rather than competitive. To dance how you can, we can have experts in dance, establish dance leagues together, infused, absorbing all existing and all willingly loving. So to create international integrated dance league, to of course organize mass dancing events for the mass financing of the cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, forests, thus attain harmony between civilization and nature, which is the main goal of the dancing goddess army. To attain harmony between civilization and nature. To attain harmony between civilization with and nature. Civilization and nature harmony. That's the mission, the vision, and the philosophy. By what? By creating the dancing goddess army, calling on the NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, MLB, Major League Baseball, NBA, National Basketball Association, and European Soccer. Patriarchal sports leagues, it has to be said that there's no women or integrated gender or transgender or whatever sports leagues that even make close to what these aforementioned, namely the National Football League, NFL, National Hockey League, NHL, Major League Baseball, MLB, NBA, National Basketball Association, European Soccer. Financially, there's no women. Okay, there are women in individual sports. There are only a few who make even close, a few 100,000 million. There are some that make millions, but no sports league, women's sports league, that even makes close financially to what these patriarchal man-dominated sports leagues make in terms of finances. Right, there's not even close. Not even one that makes even close to that. Women hockey league, a few $1,000s per month, a few $10,000. Average salary of the NHL is 6.6 million average. So that means there's some who make 3.7, others make 9, others make 2.5, others make 13.3. The average of the NHL player. And there's thousands of players, right? There's hundreds of players in a team, I don't know. Right? Not thousands per team, but there's a few 70, 100, whatever the number is, right? 50. More than 30, that's for sure. But the average salary is 6.6 million. So there's thousands of players, 32 teams now in the NHL, the NFL too, and then NBA too. Major League Baseball also, right? That make average in the NFL, National Football League, millions play a sport they love, right? We rewarded these athletes. Since 1984, they may be making millions of dollars in contracts annually, right? Average. And they're billions. NFL is a multi-billion-dollar industry. I have to say also in the NFL, National Football League, that this has to be said, there's not one team, my brothers and sisters, that is owned by an African American, one of my brothers or sisters of color, African American or black, right? Or black African Americans, right? Myself, I date, I love black people. I would love to date, make love to blacks, you know, whether men or women, pansexual, LGBTQ, so it's a bit different for me. But nonetheless, sure, I've struggled with prejudice, hatred, envy, racism in my heart and all that. I've struggled with it. I'm admitting it. I struggle with all sorts of things. A lot of things won't be admitted, and it has to be admitted on not just both sides, because sometimes there's three sides and there's multicolor to the rainbow. But compromise, cooperation in this calling upon all willingly loving. Right? I have to state it that there's the NFL, right? Not even one African American owner, black owner in the NFL. It's what, 30, 32 teams, right? All right. Think about that. Not to mention, there's no sports league that even comes close that is a women or trans, or this dancing goddess league is going to be integrated, all genders, all ages, all sports, because it's going to be a cooperative dancing. Sure, there could be organized within the International Dance League professional dancers. Dancing is a combat sport and gonna make it together the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace, international justice, global freedom. Just now, today is the full moon, forgotten goddess. I'm gonna do a 7 trillion dance. Yours truly, Priestess Hannah, who's living the worst financial crisis of this moment in time. Struggle, being suicidal because of poverty, loneliness, depression, love urges that was repressed, and we need not repress. Repression will bring disease. Repression will bring anger. Repression will bring disease, mental, physical. Accepting it will make us together stronger. It's blood, sweat, and tears, and the dance of the goddess with her brother, the sun. To the return of the goddess, the acknowledgement that there's no God without the goddess. The moon dances with the sun, with the stars, infinite space, infinite stars thereof. Goddess, Mother Earth, dances with the brother, the sun, to make, create, and produce all fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Which is this? I'm eating this black coffee bean. And I'm drinking. Yeah. Stop throwing dirt, filth, and poison in my eye, brother. Right? There's not even one sports league that comes even close to making what these patriarchal sports leagues that I mentioned: NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, MLB, Major League Baseball, NBA, National Basketball Association, European Soccer was averaging in the millions. All these aforementioned patriarchal male-dominated sports leagues, they make average in the millions. NHL is 6.6 million, NFL a few million, I believe 2.8 or something. Right, they're all in the millions. Average salaries. Imagine, some are making more, some are making more than 10 million per year, right? To play a sport. The contract is sometimes $100 million for 5-year contract, 7-year contract. No women sports leagues make even close to that. That's a fact. Right, that's a fact. We gotta go with facts, with logic, with mathematics, and emotions and feelings. They both gotta come together, just like the goddess and the goddess, the irrational, the subconscious, right? Right? Sure, we gotta reward and encourage excellence. Try to uplift the ones. Try to do better. I did many mistakes. I do mistakes and I'm not perfect. I was moody this morning. I felt like staying in bed. I feel good. Whatever it was, subconscious memories or lack of this. I was sore. I said, shit. I'm a bit depressed. I can't afford a massage therapist. I can't afford it. I would love to have a massage. I'm offering to my allies and armies no more than blah blah blah. I've been in organizations, institutions, and a lot of blah blah blah. Propose, and nothing. No hug. Barely hug you. You want to get hugged? Adrian Hannah Dragon will hug your feet to toe. Like a massage. Want to get touched? Adrian Hannah Dragon will touch you properly. You tell me where, how. Physical love. I'm spiritual as well. With spirituality, we gotta try to make it the best here. Have pleasure and enjoy here also time. Because God, the divine goddess, is right here in these trees. Look. Look at that beautiful wind. How the trees are just the hairs of the goddess. How they move, right? The wind. So back to the aforementioned the National Integrated Dance League, the Dancing Goddess Army. To be cooperative for general purpose or mission, philosophy, and vision to attain harmony between civilization and nature, and for recreation and pleasure. Because dancing can be a recreation, rejuvenation, and pleasurable activity. I'm calling on the NFL, my brothers and sisters, owners or players, athletes in the NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, Major League Baseball, and National Basketball Association, National Hockey League, National Football League, and European Soccer League. Donate no less than half, 50%, to the creation. And you can dance through football players, soccer players, hockey players, basketball players, baseball players. You can dance too. I'll show you a little bit of dance moves if you want. To donate no less than half, 50%, to the creation of this integrated dance league, and to have dancers and to donate for the environment. No less than half, 50%. Are they gonna be willing? It's selfish poison, yeah. Oh my God. I got those millions, right? It's not easy. Eh? It's not easy. What are they gonna do? Say half. I'm gonna start screaming. Half? You crazy? I worked hard for this 20 years. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying didn't merit others, right? Or appreciate different things. You know, in life, some people were different in terms of what we love to do, the activities we want to do daily on the daily, our capacities, characters, inclinations, personalities, experiences, skills, right? Yeah. Well, tell me, I'm no good at playing basketball. I'm good at dancing. One of the world's greatest living dancing poet, right? But my allies, armies, troops, I'm just gonna for just blah blah blah. Been in different organizations, all they do is blah blah blah. Where the funds go, right? It's blah blah. Meeting after meeting, meeting after meeting. No hug, no massage, no kissing, no loving. But what am I gonna do there? What for? There's no love, nothing. Somebody called me Friday. Say they're doing a survey. You know who you called? I said no, it's anonymous. Say you called the World Bank of Love. No, because at first I said you mentioned the so who are you looking for? So I answer hello, hi in both languages of the Montreal Hock Island, French and English. Bonjour, hi. So yes, hello, I'm from some company, corporation, or non-government organization. I said hello. And I asked, who are you looking for? I said, I don't know, it's anonymous. I said, are you looking for love? And she said, no. I believe it was not sure gender or whatever, identification or birth. I said, no. I said, well, if you're not looking for love, I'm gonna hang up. I'm looking for love. I am looking for love, man. I admit it. I want to be loved. I want to love. It's one of the dependent urges we have. A love urge. Sometimes it's driven me to suicidal, semi-homicidal urges, man. I want to be loved. Shit. But that don't mean I'm gonna turn the other cheek, man. Be avenged 7 times 7 sevenfold, motherfucker. In my name, may my allies, armies be blessed with millions of kisses, millions of push-ups, millions of dance moves, millions of health, laughs, joys, squats, marching steps, millions. But you keep my holy, sacred, and divine name, Adrian Hannah Dragon, out of your mouth. If it's not for a blessing, you have been warned. Warning. Keep my holy, sacred, and divine name out of your mouths. If it's not for a blessing, you have been warned. Third warning, keep my holy, sacred, and divine name, Adrian Hannah Dragon, out of your mouth if it's not for a blessing. For world peace, international security, global freedom, and universal justice. Or we can make a compromise, a public-private partnership. Hope we can reach an understanding where I love and I've shed many blood, sweat, and tears. Got this tattoo here named Freedom. See, it was done by somebody in New York City. Was busy when I got there, and he said I don't have time really. But he said, he asked me, what do you want? What would you want? And I said I want the word freedom, 7 letters, FREEDOM. He paused. He said to the other guy, continue after. He was in the middle of tattooing. I couldn't believe it. New York City. He was in the middle of tattooing. He stopped and he even whispered to me, I'm gonna give you half price. Gave me half price discount because it was the word freedom. He showed me a tattoo. He had a bomb there, and he said return to sender on his biceps, right, covering his whole bicep. This bomb like this, the whole thing. The words return to sender, 3 words. And he told me the story because I asked. I had friends who died in the Twin Towers in the 9/11 attacks in September 11, 2001. Do you remember the planes? If I ask somebody, I do. Plane 93 crashed in Pennsylvania. Plane 77 hit the Pentagon. Plane 11 hit one of the World Trade Centers. Plane 175 hit one of the World Trade Centers. There were 4 planes. Plane 175, plane 11, plane 93, plane 77. Again, there were 4 planes. Plane 77 hit the Pentagon. Plane 93 was crashed in Pennsylvania by the intervention of the passengers. Courageous intervention of the passengers. Plane 11 crashed in the World Trade Center. I'm not sure whether it's south or the north. That I'm not so sure. See details. 175 and planes crashed in the World Trade Center. Freedom. It's a double-edged sword, right? Got small hands, man. See, small hands. Tiny. Yes, it's small too. Very small. Very tiny. It's a clitoris. I'm androgynous. What do you want? Now that we got that out of the way, we can start going a little bit and be less superficial, perhaps, and propose, discuss, discern, and of course, not just blah blah blah, but do. Facta non verba. It was a Roman saying. Words sometimes speak louder than actions, that is, speak sometimes louder than words. Facta non verba. Roman saying. So, sword of freedom, double-edged responsibility. And I believe with all my heart that by securing these 3 elements of civilization for all, regardless of XYZ other factors, non-sectarian in a non-sectarian way, food, housing, and transport, by securing those 3 elements, and then we can enrich, move forward with cleaning, hygiene, etc., 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 in mind, body, and spirit, health, healing. Once we have secured those three elements, food, housing, and transport, then that is a compromise for global freedom, local, national, international justice, world peace, with universal love, and of course attaining harmony between civilization and nature. As if my friend, oftentimes teacher one I love and call sister, helps me to lift that sword, my allies and armies, maybe we'll be able to become one, a new race. And the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, pro-love, universal revolutionary centrist party. Right? And the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, or empire, one empire, the people under the sun. Make a new people of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire. Regardless of who you were at birth. Nobody is born a dragon, not even myself. When I have a surname, Dragan, blood, sweat, and tears to turn that A at the end, AN, to turn it into an ON. You can be an ally, support, a citizen of the mission, vision, and philosophy, the general mission, vision, and philosophy. Securing food, housing, and transport, and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. But nobody's born a dragon. Just that I'm not born a dragon. Sure, I got a surname from what I know. I mean, I never really met my biological father much. Been alone. Well, the one I love and call sister in many ways. She is my sister, spiritually, psychologically, and socially, friend, teacher as well. I want her, if she could be anonymous. If I die, let's say, in the next 93 hours of COVID hits me, and before I get the vaccine Sunday, although curfew is lifted this Friday, on her to take command, generalship, the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, to continue with it, the mission, vision, and philosophy, and the Phoenix People's Party, that Trinity, Phoenix People's Party, dancing goddess, and dragon empire, the Trinity. The fourth dimension is, of course, the Sabbath, 37-hour, 49-minute, 42-second hour Sabbath. Almost 38 hour Sabbath to begin Friday at midnight every Friday in Hawk Island, and spread east, west, north, south as the time goes, of course, midnight. The time zones have recreation, rejuvenation, and dancing, and massaging, and hygiening, and relaxing, and recreational drug use. I'm an occasional recreational cannabis smoker. I don't smoke that much, but it fills me with my soreness. It's much more affordable to pay $20 for a 3.5 that lasts me about a month and to get a massage that it's more than even that for 1 hour. It's like minimum. My little cheapest iPhone was like 50, I think, and then so this is yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon being reborn as yours truly, Adrian Hannah Dragon. Androgynous, founder of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, one empire under the sun and the stars on earth, for world peace, international justice, global freedom, and universal love. Don't forget to tell the leaders of the free world yours truly, Dragon Zero's message. Not open to interpretation, not open to what did they really mean, what did they really say. This is my message to the leaders of the free world, the one becoming Dragon Zero. Blood, sweat, pain, and tears. Cannot interpret it. It's a direct, straightforward message. No room for interpretation or misrepresentation. This is my message. Leaders of the free world, drop down. Give Dragon Zero 13 push-ups. With love, for the sake of world peace. And bust a dance move for goddess, for God, and returning. To attain harmony between civilization and nature. This is yours truly, lunch, coffee and lunch with yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon. So I'm being reborn with every step, every coffee, every video, every push-up, every squat, every marching step that I make, every sun ray that hits me, every raindrop that falls on me, starlight that I gaze upon, moonlight that I watch. calling on all willingly loving. To my allies and armies, not only blah blah blah, on request massages, feet washes, literally, for those willingly loving to receive, just as if you're an ally, an army. Wash you, if you will, for pleasure. Imagine all Dragon Army headquarters. Right? Wash. Soap, water, feet, for your joy, pleasure, and health, and hygiene. Massages or whatever. A little extra. Can get dirty, but we gotta get back clean. We don't stay filthy, because filthy staying gets us germs, gets us disease, gets us microbes. Right? It's germs, disease, and microbes. We can get dirty and get back clean. Right? Stay royal, lofty, regal. 93 code 93. Full moon special. Yours truly, Adrian H. That's about a storm. Finished just in time for the storm. Oh yeah, black gray clouds. It's coming. Sometimes we need a storm to cleanse it. And one important very thing. Yours truly, the one born Adrian H Dragon, and someone under the sun, on this goddess, under the stars, under the sun, under the moon, on earth, as being reborn Adrian H Dragon. Give you a warning to keep my holy, sacred, and divine name, Adrian Hannah Dragon, out of your mouth. If it's not for a blessing, I hope we have an understanding. The most important thing is, I do not owe you, the leaders of the free world, nation, people, or anybody, tribe on this earth, pyramid still remains, the shining sun, not dethroned by any prophet, has not been, is, and will not be dethroned, my son. The king owe you nothing, man.